all that, Nozzo?
Yeah, I heard.
Are we in the right place?
Double checking right now. Yeah, there it is. Hanna TANAKA, scheduled for release on November 10th, 2001.
What about her PFE? Can you track that?
Been trying that since you got there. It's, gone.
Gone.
That's what I said. Gone.
Great. It's Joe Anderson all over again.
No, Dr. Anderson only removed his PFE. He didn't disable it. It still gave off a signal. This one is just gone. No signal at all. At least, not in your current win.
Not in my current when? So her PFE is still active back when I left her?
Yeah, behind a prison cell. For all the good that does us.
Did something happen to her while she was in prison? A fight or a heart attack? Anything?
If anything happened, there'd be a record of it. In fact, there's no record of her doing anything at all.
Is that normal?
No. Even model prisoners get something written about them, if only to say they were model prisoners.
Are you sure we've got the right prison?
Manhattan Detention Complex. It says so right here. And besides, you saw her there yourself.
Maybe she was transferred.
If she was, there's no record of it.
So, any ideas?
I'm pulling up the specs for the PFE. Maybe they'll tell us what could have caused this.
And me?
Until these ripples stabilize, I can't trust any of my data readings. But you've got eyes on the ground, as it were.
So you need me to look around, see if there are any other changes?
Yeah, anything that can shed light on what's going on.
Okay, keep in touch, Noz.
We'll figure this out for you. I promise.
Well then. Hi, how you doing? Well, I guess while Hannah's out of the picture, just out of curiosity. Timeline in flux, unable to sync. Interesting. Okay then. So who might you be?
She doesn't look interested in talking.
Well, never mind then. Can't look at any of the, oh, yes I can, but can't interact with them. Alright. I'm assuming the code is the same.
Lost it. The code doesn't seem to be working anymore.
Never mind.
They changed the code last week. You don't remember it either.
Apparently not.
Are you new?
Sure.
Yes?
Either you are or you aren't. If you want to work here, you gotta be straightforward. Not that it matters, the code's changed. Dig the hat, by the way. Didn't Rachel wear that in last week's episode? Anyway, misery loves company, so if you'd like some of either, I'm here.
I guess now she's interested in talking.
Hello again.
What's up?
Why did they change the code?
The boss has been obsessed with security ever since... well, you know. Took me
Gotcha.
forever to memorize the last one, too.
So, you work here? At the Village Eye?
Only for a year or two, but this industry has a way of turning you into a grizzled vet fast. Wait, no, sorry. I'm supposed to be positive.
Being positive's overrated.
It's awesome! So chill working here. Everyone treats each other great. You totally won't have any gray hairs after just 6 months. There.
Okay
Nobody
then.
can accuse me of not being a team player.
Can anyone let us inside?
Tried calling. Nobody's in. Most of the staff is freelance, and the full-timers rarely stumble in before noon. Lucky us.
Well, I'd best be off.
Sure. See you around.
Cool.
Oh, I'm Yvonne, by the way.
Are you now?
Fia quit. Nozzo?
Yeah, I have no idea. Keep talking to her. Maybe she'll spill something.
Wait, did you say Yvonne?
Yeah?
You aren't Yvonne Lazzotti, by any chance?
Not for much longer. Wait, how do you know that name?
Oh, I heard it from... Hanna TANAKA.
You know that name too. For such a big city, it can be really small sometimes. Seems smaller than ever now.
Did we somehow end up in a timeline where the positions were reversed? Well, no, never mind. Because I was about to ask him, am I about to go back to that alley and find Hanna's body, but we were there when we entered the new landing zone. She was nowhere to be found. And the cop in front of the tombs didn't seem to react as if I was saying the name of a murdered woman. So who knows?
Can you tell me anything about Winera?
No.
Are you sure? Weren't you looking into it?
I said no. Leave it.
Okay.
About Hanna.
Is this official or personal?
Does it matter?
Maybe it doesn't. Can't say much either way. Hanna died on September 11th.
Ah.
There's nothing else that needs to be said.
Hanna died.
You didn't know? Shit. Sorry to tell you like this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Jesus, Yvonne, stop apologizing like it's your fault. Sorry.
What was Hanna doing there? She wasn't supposed to be.
What?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Wait. Well, it doesn't really matter again. I was about to ask her, are you talking about young Yvonne or young Hanna or the Hanna I came with? But I suppose if... Doesn't really matter either way.
Do you remember where you were that night?
Home. Heard about it on the radio. So, I went outside, looked downtown, and... well, you know the first thing that came into my head when I saw them? That it looked like 2 giant lit cigarettes. Haven't picked up a smoke since.
I'm sorry. You misunderstand. Do you remember where you were the night before?
The night before? Why?
You didn't have any plans that got changed, or receive any mysterious phone calls telling you not to go somewhere?
What a question. No, nothing like that. Just a normal night. Met a girl for drinks, got home around 2 a.m. Why?
That girl wouldn't happen to be M, would it?
So you had drinks with them after all?
Hell no, thank God for that.
Okay, then this girl wouldn't happen to be in her 60s, would she?
Look, I can't talk about this. Number 1, I'm not allowed. And 2, it's getting kind of personal, so stop, please.
Do you mind talking about Imani Quentin?
Who?
You might know her as M.
Jesus, you know her too? What exactly do you know?
I know you were, well, involved.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Mistakes?
Look, you're new here. You can't start asking questions like this until you've at least been through the door.
Well, give me the code then.
Could we talk about Dion Lazzotti?
You know him too. Look, I'd really prefer not talking about him. I treated him badly, I know, but I gotta be me.
Well, at least one thing seems to be the same.
But if you see him, tell him... oh, never mind. He won't believe it anyway.
Well, I'd best be off.
Sure.
Okay. Hello. Her name's Yvonne Sharma now, alternate surnames Gupta and Lazzotti. Reporter of the Village Eye newspaper till 2008, and a correspondent with the City Beat News till 2012. Investigative journalist Urban Insight News 2012 to 2020, news anchor Metro News Channel to 2030, senior anchor National Pulse News to 2036, as well as showrunner of Prime Network News from 2030 to 2050. Well, she was clustered with Dion, but divorced in 2001, so that lines up. Now she's clustered with 3 people named Sharma, and has 3 children. Known residences, Morocco, France, currently. Current as in 2060s. Excellence Journalism Award, Investigative Journal and Prime, Best News Anchor Journal. Okay. Well, how about Dion? Known clustermates, Margaret Fielding, divorce 2024, June Stein. Cause of death, Schimmane syndrome. I don't remember if any of this changed from last time.
Dion Lazzotti's
Apparently it's
history.
changed.
It's changed. Last time I checked, he went on to become a famous artist, and now he doesn't.
Could be related to what happened to Hanna, but for now I don't see how it's relevant.
Sure, it's just a few paintings, right?
Fia.
Never mind.
Focus on the job. Alright, well I guess we need to find a clue to the new
I
code.
assume you heard all that, Nozzo.
Yeah, Hannah's been paradoxed. Blast it.
Isn't the PFE supposed to prevent her from paradoxing? Her younger self might be dead, but her older self should be physically fine, right?
I have a feeling it's the reverse.
According to the specs, yes, that's exactly what should happen. But when it involves a historically charged event like this one, the specs are vague.
Nozzo, how the hell did this happen?
I don't know, Fia. Ripple effects can be unpredictable at the best of times, but usually you can trace an effect back to an inciting cause. This one, I'm drawing a blank.
It's not our fault, it's Hannah's for being an idiot.
So what do we do?
Right. The tunnel to September 10th. It's still active.
Oh cool, we can flip-flop again.
On that day, young Hanna is still alive. Presumably. Prevent her from dying, and the paradox is resolved. Old Hanna doesn't die, she serves out her time, we collect her as planned.
I still want to know how this happened, Nozzo.
I know, but all we can do now is treat the symptoms. The rest is above our pay grade. Head back to the landing point, Fia. We'll figure this out. Then we open a tab at JV's and drink the place dry.
Okay, so we're still going on the assumption it was young Hanna that died, not our Hanna. Well, I suppose first things first, let's check the tombs. See if old Hanna's still there. Well, her black eye still is.
Back so soon?
Okay, you're still here.
Didn't expect you for another 2 months. To what do I owe the pleasure?
You probably ain't gonna be here in 2 months, and I don't mean they're releasing you.
Well, there's good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
It's painfully clear that you don't give a damn what I think. Spit it out already.
There's no way to put this delicately. Your younger self is going to die tomorrow, and because of the date in question, your PFE isn't going to stop the effects.
What? How?
I'm sorry. Somehow, you end up in the World Trade Center when it happens.
That makes no sense. I wasn't anywhere near downtown that morning. Am I on a list of official victims?
Checking. No. No, you're not.
Then maybe your source is wrong. Maybe I'd die somewhere else. Like Yvonne did. Jesus, listen to me. Maybe I'd die somewhere else. Sorry, this is a lot to process.
Your friend Yvonne. She will survive the night after all.
She does? You're sure?
I spoke to her myself. Or rather, I will speak to her. 2 months from today.
Okay. That's something. The rest of it, not so good, but I'm okay with it. It's for the best.
Well, in that case, Nozzo, let's go home.
Thank you. Whatever you did to save her, thank you.
I didn't save Yvonne. Not intentionally. The truth is, I have no idea how it happened.
So what? It still happened. Or should I say, it isn't going to happen? Anyway, sometimes a case just solves itself. Someone has to take the credit. Might as well be you.
Just what do you mean by it's for the best?
I mean, Yvonne lives. I die. It's a fair trade. I'm okay with that.
Hanna, we're going to do everything in our power to save you.
You are? But I thought because I lied to you, screwed everything up.
Yeah, believe me, I ain't happy about it either.
Why would you help me?
You made a mistake. A big one, no question.
But what I did...
Was wrong, but the punishment should fit the crime, and this isn't it.
Suppose that's good enough explanation.
I was pretty great at my job, you know, despite everything. I did a lot of good, stopped a lot of nasty people. The thought of all of that just never happening. I don't want that. So whatever it takes, I'll do it.
You don't remember anything. Anything at all that can help us.
I remember lots of things. Apparently none of them actually happened.
As you get closer to midnight, your PFE will get weaker. There may be some memory bleed through.
So we wait until midnight?
We could, but the longer we wait, the less likely we'll be able to stop this from happening.
Good. Being proactive is always the best way. But if I get any, what do you call it, memory bleed through, I'll tell you.
Okay, then.
Do you remember where your younger self is right now?
I would have just come on shift, so somewhere in Chelsea?
That's over 20 square blocks. Any way to narrow that down?
Jesus, it's been 60 years. It's not like I kept a minute-by-minute breakdown of every shift I went on.
And even if she did, things have obviously changed. We can't trust her memory of events.
Fair enough. No, I don't think we can wait till midnight either. Real-time events like that I don't think have been a thing in this game so far. I don't see why that would change now.
You don't remember anything?
I remember lots of, but if I get...
Okay, that's... Yeah, come on.
Hannah?
Sure. Wait,
All right.
sorry.
Oh,
One more question. Yvonne, what happens to her? Does she have a good life?
I can't say one way or the other, but she's still alive. Currently living in the south of France with a cluster of 4.
So she had a whole life, and I wasn't around for any of it. God, what a mess.
All right. I don't know that any locations in this current time period will give us any new clues. They may not, I just don't know.
To the landing point, then.
So let's try exploring all we can in November. I guess first off, let's see if we can get into Yvonne's house.
The apartment is empty, with a for rent sign on the window. No
Never
point
mind.
Going back there.
World Trade Center then.
That is not exactly
right.
possible. Not in this when.
Wow. Way to pay attention. Washington Square Park.
Bit of a sparse crowd, isn't it?
Not for long. In about an hour, a demonstration protesting the recent Afghan invasion is scheduled to begin. It's probably best if you don't get involved.
So let me guess, this place is a no-go also. There's a crowd, and that's about all
I
we
have
can...
no need to bother that.
Yeah, can't bother the crowd, so... Nope. That just leaves the Village Eye, which we can't get into right now. And the tombs, which there's not really any point in going into, I don't think.
Hold up.
Excuse me.
Don't go trampling all over this stuff. If you got business here, just talk to me.
Right.
Yeah, didn't think so. Well, is there
Hello,
anything new we could
officer.
talk to you about?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, maybe we can ask her if we can go
Could
in.
I go inside and ask the desk officer?
The desk officer would be me.
Oh,
And like I said, we don't have anyone named Hanna TANAKA locked up here.
Do you know another Hanna TANAKA? An officer like yourself?
Like I said, I never heard of that name before.
okay.
Are you sure you don't know Hanna TANAKA?
Pretty sure. Never heard that name before.
If you're the desk officer, why are you out here?
Someone's gotta pick this stuff up. Major pain, these things. Oh, damn it, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Jesus. This is the last thing I should be complaining about.
It's fine.
The flowers are a pain.
Just forget I said that, okay? The world's gone crazy, I get it. Everyone's looking to us for answers. Problem is, we don't got any. We can't make all this go away, but we can accept some damn flowers. So, that's what we'll do. Sorry, I don't mean to dump this on a total stranger. It's been... well, I don't gotta say, do I?
It's all right. Do you remember me?
No, sorry. Normally I'm good with faces, but it's been... well, you know.
Thank you, officer. I'll be off now.
Sure. See you around.
Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Because unless there's something new we missed in the landing point, doesn't look like there's anything that we can search for here. Other than the new code to get to the Village Eye, but I don't see how to get it right now. So this place is still open. There are 3 other computers. Wonder if any of those have anything.
There are too many workstations here to search.
Okay.
There are.
Apparently not. Nothing new popped up on our computer. That's just the code to get into here now.
Bloody hell.
Oh.
The confession has changed again.
Really?
Let's see here.
I'd like to talk about Imani Quentin. Okay, that was unexpected. If anything, I would have expected Hannah's name to show up. We were given the job to kill her, yeah, but I was busy, as I said. We'll get to that, but one thing first. Was she targeted because of her connection to Lizzie Q, the singer? They say she had connections to crime families going back to the 1870s. Wouldn't know anything about that. Why kill her? No idea. You'll have to ask Tanner. Okay.
Nozzo, are you seeing this?
I've got a copy of the book right here. It's changed on my end, too.
Imani was targeted instead of Yvonne. How did that happen?
I don't know. There's nothing in the archive about Imani at all.
Yeah, I noticed.
Does this name Tanner mean anything to you?
It's a pretty common name. It's been in use since the 12th century.
Let me rephrase. Does it mean anything relevant to you?
Oh, no. Sorry.
How could there be no entry for Imani at all? It's impossible to exist in this day and age and not leave any kind of evidence.
I agree. There's nothing. Not even a social security number. I think her whole file may have been redacted.
Redacted? But that requires huge clearance, doesn't it?
More than we have, I'll say that much.
So many questions. So few answers. Going to go look for some.
I'll be here.
And I guess the most obvious person to talk to would be Imani.
So,
Or apparently not. Well, since that transcript changed, did something new on her computer pop up?
Any ideas, Noz?
We have a new lead. The name, Tanner. Maybe ask people about it?
Bye for now, Noz.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I suppose so, because it didn't pop up in the historical archive, did it? No. Let's see. We'll start with Hanna, but as long as I'm in the neighborhood, let's ask you if you know anything about
Hello.
Tanner.
Oh, hey.
does the name Tanner mean anything to you?
Should it?
No. It was a long shot. Never mind. I'll head off now. Goodbye.
See you.
Figured we'd start with Hanna because Tanner was the replacement. Well, I was going to say she'd be most likely to know because Tanner was the replacement for Nick Cord, but she was so damn sure Nick Cord was the one that killed Yvonne.
I'm here to visit my...
Sure.
So, do I still exist or what?
But now it turns out not only did Nick Cord not kill Yvonne, he didn't kill anybody or something. I don't know.
Do you know the name Tanner?
Tanner? Why?
Nick Cord's confession changed again. He mentioned the name as someone who was given his assassination job.
Tanner? It couldn't be. Could it?
Oh,
Couldn't be who?
Tanner. It was my name. Or at least, the name I used back then.
not where I saw this going.
You didn't think to tell us this before now?
Again?
I swear I'd forgotten all about it. I only used that for my first year or two as a beat cop. When I made detective, I decided that it could be everyone else's problem from now on, not mine. I haven't thought about it since.
You used a false name.
Not officially. It was just the name I used sometimes. It just made things easier, you know?
Easier.
It was hard enough being the only female Asian cop around. Correcting everyone who mispronounced my name was a hassle I didn't need.
TANAKA. Maybe I should have seen that coming.
So I used the whitest name I could think of that was similar to my own. Everyone did it back then. At least, you did if you looked like me.
Is Nick referring to you in this confession?
No chance in hell. I didn't even know Nick. Unless that somehow changed too? No. I was asked to do a lot of things, but kill? Never. They wouldn't.
You know, like Nozzo said, I'm beginning to wonder if I could trust anything you say at this point.
And even if they did, I never would have agreed to kill her. Not Yvonne.
What about killing someone else?
Huh?
This confession doesn't refer to killing Yvonne, but Imani.
I don't even know this Imani person. And is she even dead? That confession only says she was a target, not that she was killed. Get your facts straight before accusing me of anything.
Oh, yeah, it's just you ain't got no business telling me to get my facts straight, woman.
We're not accusing you, Hanna. At least, not this version of you.
Semantics. Come back with proof.
Alright, still no memory bleed
don't
through?
I remember, but if I get...
Nope.
Hanna?
Sure. Oh, one thing.
What now, Columbo?
Could you give me archive access while I'm in here?
Fuck no.
I'd like to do some research. See if anything changed that I don't remember.
You think that'll help?
Couldn't hurt. It's not like I'm good for much else right now.
I don't know.
I do. No.
You really think I'm going to screw you over?
Yes!
My entire existence at stake?
Probably. It's already happened once.
Put like that. Fair enough. Giving you archive access now.
Got it. I'll get to work. And thanks.
This better not come back to bite us, Nozzo.
Do you know an officer named Hanna Tanner?
Not personally, no, but I know the name.
Oh,
Just another one of our own who died that day.
okay.
Was Hanna a first responder?
No, nothing like that.
Oh,
Tanner was murdered early that morning.
now we're getting somewhere.
Not the only one killed in the line of duty that day, but she was the first. I guess you could say she beat the rush. Jesus fucking hell, sorry. Making jokes is all I can do sometimes.
We cope with things differently.
Hanna Tanner was murdered? How? By who?
Can't say much. Things were a little busy around that time. You can imagine why. I didn't hear about it till weeks later. By then, the killer was in jail. Justice served, scales balanced, thin blue line remains unbroken, yada yada. That's all I can say.
Can you tell me anything else about Hanna's murder? Anything at all?
Gotta say, usually it's us asking the questions.
Well, now it's me.
Why you so interested anyway? You think they got the wrong guy?
I have no idea. Forget I asked.
Probably best for both of us if I do.
Thank you, officer.
Sure. See you around. Oh, hey, a bit of advice?
Uh-huh.
This is not a good time to be asking about cop killers. The city's in love with us right now. We may not deserve it. Hell, I know for a fact we don't. But it is what it is.
I understand. Thank you. Hello.
What's up?
Hanna Tanaka was murdered.
Yeah, I know.
You told me she died in the 9/11 attacks.
No, I said she died on September 11th. How'd you find out about that anyway? Everyone from my editor to the commissioner to the mayor threatened me with all sorts of sanctions if I said a word.
I have my ways.
Yeah, cute. Do these ways involve a company called Winera of USA?
Indirectly, yes.
I knew it. I friggin' knew it! Okay, I'm not allowed to talk about that. But they didn't say I couldn't listen. So, tell me what you know.
Okay, well, got a little bit of progress.
I know that M worked in the Winera office.
Yeah, I thought she was a dead end. Claimed to know nothing. Pegged her for a pretty face to make the place look legit. I thought she was harmless. I thought wrong.
Hanna was taking bribe money.
I knew as much. There wasn't any other reason to be on Winera's payroll. I asked her about it. She didn't confirm it, but didn't exactly deny it either. She begged me to leave it alone, said it was dangerous. I thought she meant dangerous for me.
Winera was a shell company, laundering money to use for bribes.
Yeah, it was obvious if you knew to look for it. They had only a little money coming in and a whole lot going out. I came this close to blowing the whole thing wide open, but...
What do you mean, M wasn't harmless?
What else would you call it? She killed my best friend. She's locked up in the tombs now. Good riddance.
This just gets more and more confusing.